It's the 3rd of August. Oh, there's the hummingbird. I wanted to show the crepe myrtle because my husband has sprayed it with water a few times because we think it's got some kind of viral issues or something. And now the leaves are coming back pretty strong, but like once we rescue this plant, I would have thought it would have done well this summer, but it is not. So anyway, hopefully we can keep it alive. And that's kind of the name of the game right now. Look at all my pomegranates. There's a bunch. But we have mealybugs a lot of places. We have spider mites. We have powdery mildew, squash bugs, hornworms, all of that good stuff. And so our goal is to see if we can make it this next 3 weeks, kind of beating back the pests. And oh, I know, heat. So I don't know how I forget this. This week is supposed to still be close to 110 if, you know, we've been averaging that for our highs. And that's not feels like, that is 110. So in the sun, it's probably much higher. And I'm not happy with having the heat as well. Look at my, the bird of paradise up there. Oh, a bird landed on it even. But I love those because those flowers, once they open up and bloom, they stay for a long time. I'm pretty pleased with that. The violas, it's surprising, have still got some color to them, which is amazing. I should be out here cutting back some of these zinnias. I think what my goal is is in the next, I'm gonna be picking seeds out of the stash that I have and figuring out what I want to plant. And I'm gonna try to get some flower seeds in the containers in the next couple of weeks, I think. I don't want to probably plant too early, so I'm probably gonna start pulling stuff this next week out of these planters that look ugly. And this is one thing that worked out good though. I cut all of the petunia that was dying off. Well, not all of it, there's some still here, but it's got seeds in here that have now taken over, and so I got a new lease on life in this little, and I want to do the same thing over there to that container. So anyway, where was I going? Oh, yeah, I just kind of want to empty some containers that have things that have not done well in the summer. One of them, or actually 2 of them, being these GreenStalks over here. They're pretty much spent. This one over here, not as much. You can see that a lot of the Mike's Fuzzy Wuzzy is doing okay, but I need to pull out some of the Alyssum or Baby's Breath, whatever that was. It's dead. That doesn't look so bad. I never did anything to rejuvenate this one, and I need to. And so I'm going to be working on some of that. Oh, let's look at the geraniums. Oh, they're doing okay. One there and two over here. We don't have the waterfall on yet, but it is working, so that's a good thing. We didn't even fertilize this last week because it's been so hot. Trying to find an optimum time to fertilize has been difficult. So I want to clean out this mess so bad. So bad. So, oh, I've got okra over there I need to pick. I can see it. I did take out this tomato last week, the one that died. And like I say, a lot of things are struggling right now. And I just hope that we can keep them alive for the next few weeks. And then look at this sweet potato bed. That's impressive. If we could just keep them alive for the next few weeks, we might start having tomatoes and all sorts of things. Actually, there is a tomato in here. Oh, these are Thorburns. Not good. I need to cut these off. They are shriveled up and hard as a rock almost. So anyway, I want to get my tomato plants squared away. I'll go up there and grab those okra. We never have gotten anything off of the Cucuza squash. It's diseased, so I'd really like to take it out, but I haven't done that yet because it's just too hot. I've got a tomato plant over there that's still going. The peppers are kind of sleepy and struggling. This amaranth doesn't look too bad. There's been a few that haven't looked that great, but it's to the top of the shade cloth now. And the melons are hard to get a handle onto because I've had several that if I'd have picked them earlier, they'd have been okay. So, just didn't get them early enough. They got squishy. Each time I learn. We've had quite a bit of wind, as you can tell. There's some stuff that's down. And I probably will stop right there. It's not a whole lot to I never planted anything in the vacant pockets here either. I did top off all the soil, and of course this is sitting at an angle, which is part of the problem. So we're gonna go to Home Depot and get like a paver that's bigger to sit here. We tried to do pavers with the bricks, but we are not adept at making sure that they're level real well, so that's been a problem. Got some good sized tomatoes in here that may make it if they can hang on through this heat. Anyway, I think that's about all I want to cover today. I don't know if I mentioned that it was about 8 o'clock and 89 degrees. We've had some cooler evenings because the wind starts up and blows the clouds out, and then we have less humidity. So that's been in our favor. I just feel like we gotta hunker down and hold out. That's where we're at. That's my garden diary. Today is the 24th of July, and this is what we got out of the garden. We got a Kajari melon, about 8, 9 okra, some of them probably over, 2 Chadwick cherries, a few yellow plums, and then some serranos, and I think the majority of those are serranos with a few jalapenos. Everything's slowed down. The temps, it's probably gonna get into the 110 range in the coming forecast, and that's the actual temperature, not the perceived or whatever the feel like. So the garden's kind of hibernating right now, and so is the gardener. Today is the 25th of July, and I had not anticipated harvesting anything today because it's been so hot. In fact, I think the high today was like 105 or 106, and I went out, it's like 8 o'clock at night now, and I went out to compost, and that was all I was gonna do out there, and I wound up finding some stuff. My husband first found this cucumber, so that's a good size. Then we found this one that needed to be picked, and then I thought, well, let me check around, and I had a couple of okra and some Chadwick cherries and a little Kajari melon and some plum tomatoes, so not bad, and serrano peppers. Today is the 28th of July, and this is what I got out of the garden. Quite a few okra, some plum tomatoes, 1 San Marzano, an eggplant, and a cucumber. This is a perfect harvest for summer, especially since it's been so hot. It's been over 100 degrees in a row for many, many days. Today is the 1st of August, and this is what I got out of the garden. I got quite a few okra. There's probably 8 in there that are probably they're probably wooden already, but I'll give them a shot. And then I've got some serrano peppers, 1 Charleston Bell, a melon. I think that cucumber's from the last video, I don't know yet. But I actually got 2 Kajari melons that were even bigger than this one, but they were soft. I didn't pick them fast enough. This one I managed to pick while it was still firm. And then I've got some yellow plum tomatoes, some Chadwick cherries, 1 cucumber, and then I already talked about the peppers. And that's it. Today is August the 3rd, and this is what I got out of the garden. And the only garden plants not stressed right now would probably be the okra and the sweet potatoes. So you can see I got quite a few okra here. I picked the eggplant pretty small, and the reason I did that is because I feel like the plants are stressed enough right now. They don't need to try to put energy into the fruit. So I clipped off the fruit and brought it in. Same way with the peppers. These are really small peppers. And then I've got a few of the yellow plum tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, that are doing okay. Actually, the plant is not doing well. It is producing some fruit, though. It's the only real tomato plant. There's others that have fruit on them, and I actually even maybe should take those off. I don't know. I'm just trying to get through the next few weeks without a lot of stress to the plants, and then I think they'll recover. That's it.